Alright, we're live. It's Miniman. How's it growing? Let's talk about it. Critical mass creators. That's the topic. So maybe you're a critical mass creator, or I'm a critical mass creator, or you want to become a critical mass creator. Well, what the F does that mean? Basically, this is why I'm doing this, why this channel exists, why I'm doing art. It's to create a critical mass. And it's a little bit maybe complicated to explain, but when you get it, then it's really simple. So we're all creators we're all creators. And we all create basically our own reality, very tangible, but also intangible or metaphysical on a quantum level. Okay, so we all create reality collectively on a quantum level. So we all quantum creators. Okay. So when the mainstream media, mass media, it's all bullshit. It's not news. You know this. Everybody knows this. It's all just corporations. It's probably owned by one person. And if it's two people who own all the media, all of the media, all the TV channels, radio channels, newspaper, whatever the F, it's all propaganda. Somebody owns it, and somebody has to pay for the news. And please don't be so naive to believe that what you see on the news is innocent, or what you read in your liberal newspaper or conservative newspaper is innocent. Everybody has an agenda. Get a tattoo to never forget that. Everybody has an agenda, and it's not yours. So sorry. Unfortunately, it's not your agenda because you're not paying for the news, right? So it's no coincidence what's on the news. It's all planned. It's all very strategically planned to manipulate you, to manage your feelings and manage your thoughts and manage your behavior. Okay? Social engineering. So whatever you think is socially engineered by somebody and you're not even aware of it, and then you say, yeah, but I'm so educated and so smart, this would never happen to me. Look, I got a PhD or a master's. I can see through the bullshit. No, you can't. And then you're reading your conservative or liberal newspaper on a weekly or on a daily basis, and you actually really believe that you're getting the news, and you're getting the news unbiased, and you're getting the news without an agenda. Oh my God. You couldn't be more wrong. And it maybe hurts, the truth maybe hurt you, but you can't get any information without, like, innocent information without an agenda. Everybody puts their flavor in it. Everybody puts their twist in it. And even if you find a journalist that tries to tell you what actually is going on, they probably can't air it or write it because they got some spin doctors. They put a spin on everything. So by the time it comes to you, somebody put a spin on things, okay? So they shitting on your table and they sell it as caviar. Got that? I can't put it any more simple than this. Whew, look at this. And what a beautiful day. I was just talking about shit. But actually it's really important because these feelings and these thoughts, they turn into action. and that matters. And you create your reality just by feeling, okay? And that's why the news is so negative. So because they want you to feel negative, and that creates a world that is negative, okay? If you feel hate, you think hate, and you create hate, so to speak, on a quantum level, but also very tangible, okay? To make a long story short, we are all creators, whether you are aware of this fact or not. So let's wrap this up. Why am I doing this again? Well, I'm doing this to wake you up, to become a conscious creator. I'm doing this to create a critical mass, okay? A critical mass means, you know, it takes, there's like 99 monkeys, and it just takes one more monkey, and then the hundredth monkey is learning something, and then the rest of all the monkeys, they all automatically learn the same thing. So a certain amount of monkeys need to learn some new behavior, and then the rest of the tribe, the rest of the monkeys, get kind of the same behavior, even if they haven't learned it. You know, if you don't believe me, look that up. That's all scientifically proven. So we just need that critical mass of awake people, of enlightened people, of independent people who are thinking for themselves and acting for themselves, who are sovereign, okay, who are not under the mind control or the mind fuck of anybody, or the mass media, or the government, and so on and so forth. Oh yeah, and let's not forget religion, right? It's all just the same. It's just the same fucking bullshit. You can call it religion, you can call it government. It's all bullshit. It's all power structures, control structures. It's all the same. But is there really an alternative? And I'm trying to answer this question. Is there an alternative? Because, you know, if you question things and you see behind the curtain, okay, then you don't see the Wizard of Oz. You just see a sweaty man behind the curtain. And that sweaty old man is really not, it's nothing to be afraid of, isn't it? But if you see the wizard, the all-powerful wizard, then you shit your pants. And waking up means seeing that difference. Okay? You no longer believe in fairy tale land. You no longer believe the Wizard of Oz exists and is almighty and all-powerful. You see the sweaty old guy behind the curtain, pushing the buttons, creating smoke and fire, you know, making a lot of noise. So you shit your pants and behave like a good slave. That even rhymes. And that's not a crime. That's just fine. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there is no alternative for speaking the truth. There's no alternative for... This is a fucking hike, but the view pays off. There's no alternative for, hi Tim, for spreading the news and exposing the lies, because, well, are we really gonna like go back to saying like, oh yeah, terrorism is real and 9/11 was pulled off by some hijackers with box cutters? Really? Is it that? Is it just need a box cutter and then you can fly stuff into the Pentagon? Really? Are we going back to that shit now? Or are we going back to, oh yeah, voting for the right party, that's gonna solve all the problems? I don't have to do anything. I just vote for the right president, in my opinion, and then all the problems gonna be solved, right? Are we really going to back to that shit? Really? You think it's that easy? Are we really going back to saying, oh yeah, capitalism, that's really like freedom, right? Or communism, oh that's the idea of sharing. Really? Really? Are we going back to that now? Or are we saying, oh, fiat currency, that's no problem. No, it's just real money, right? Are we going back to that shit? Are we just going back to sleep and then just believe everything that's on the news? Gotta be the truth, right? If the president says so, well, it's gotta be correct. Are we going back to that shit? Really? I don't think so. I think it's all bullshit. And somebody has to expose the lies. You know, and even if that hurts, and even if the sheep people who love being asleep, even if they feel threatened or terrorized, or they're waking up to the reality they just can't accept. It's like, oh, the world can't be that bad because in my fantasy, in my childish fantasy dream bubble, people aren't that bad. So they can't be that bad in reality. You know, I just don't want to accept the truth. And it might be painful, it probably is, for everybody who's waking up. But hey, that's the freaking price you have to pay. You know, is like exposing the lies, spreading more fear and more hate. Maybe temporarily you need a Zen hit on the head to wake the fuck up. You know, and so many people just refuse to wake up, and that's okay. But some people maybe appreciate it. They actually appreciate it that you tell them, this is bullshit. They're lying to you. Some people are so asleep, they think the government is your friend. The government is not your friend. Okay? They actually think if you vote, then things gonna change in their favor. They won't. It's not that easy. We all need to step up. We all need to step up our game, get our head out of our asses, and build the world, build constructive structures, positive structures. So people are, you know, creating, being productive in positive structures instead of slavery structures. And do you actually really think that the people in power are just gonna stop doing their business? They're making a hella bank. They're making a hella money, and they're having fun. So if we don't stop them, they're not giving it up. They're not losing their business just because somebody stands on the street with a sign on it. Oh, stop the government, or vote for this guy, or blah blah blah, whatever. It's not gonna happen like this. This can only happen if we all wake up, or at least a critical mass is waking up that is waking up the rest. Okay? Now this is getting really long, but maybe it just takes some time to fully explain it in detail. I'm here to create the critical mass, period. Maybe you want to join me. Maybe you want to do your part in creating the critical mass to wake the people up. And the people who are fast asleep, they probably they don't want to hear that. You know, they refuse to hear it. And the people who are awake, they don't need to hear it. So actually, we were just talking about the people in the middle who are potentially willing to hear it. and who are not sure what's really going on because it's very fucking confusing, and who need information to make a decision where to stand. They don't know where to stand. Should I stay left? Should I stay right? Should I stay here? They don't know what's what. And it's very understandable, very freaking understandable, because the people in power who are manipulating you, they're doing it for a very, very long time. And they know what they're fucking doing. And if you can see through the manipulation and through the lies, and you're self-reflected enough, and if you do your freaking research, and not just for a day, I mean years or decades, then it's really hard to see. Okay? So there is no alternative. I'm so sorry. The truth hurts. Get over it. Man up. Bone up. Mini-man the fuck up. And wake up. And if enough people wake up, we can turn this shit around and change this hellhole into some nice, livable place with life quality. And that's that. So let's create that critical mass, and yeah, and let's see what comes out of this. And yeah, I'm doing my part. You know, I'm doing this not to make money, or I'm not doing this to make friends. You know, this is just, I do what I gotta do. So sorry. Not. Psych. Not sorry at all. And then I can die with a peace of mind, and I don't have to regret anything. And I can say I did everything I could, and that's a wonderful feeling. And that's that. I'm Miniman, growordietrying.